Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Dicom or Dicom. Not quite sure how it's spelled. So Dicom is essentially it's a word completion utility which has been designed to make it easier to type with words with fewer keystrokes. So you might be familiar with word prediction on your smartphone, which helps you to complete words. Word prediction is quite useful to help with spelling, as it contains a dictionary of correctly spelled words. So as you type the first characters or the first keys on the keyboard, it normally predicts what it thinks is going to be those words within context. So that's essentially what Dicom does. It helps you to identify a word from a list of words if you're not unsure how to spell or words. And it's also quite good if you maybe have a physical disability, because it can help you to sort of speed up your typing as well, just by pressing single keys at a time. Okay, so let's get started. So when you launch Dicom from My Study Bar, it's located down in the system tray menu. Okay, so just down at the bottom here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Maybe see the label, but it looks like it's a blue book type of icon. So if I right click on that, you should see the menu. And the first thing we want to do is the configuration, and I'll show you why. Because as you start typing now, so as I type, you can see there's a typing in context. You've got a sort of black background and a white text, high contrast. So that might be quite good if you've got someone with a visual impairment. It might be quite useful. Also, you can, I think you can also increase this box to make it bigger as well. So you can, let's get the double arrow. Oh, it's gone. I left it for too long. But you can make that box larger or smaller, so the words become bigger in the list. So let's go back. Let's just make some changes to that. That's System Tray menu. Right click, configuration. Let's bring it into view. And text color, well, we're going to make that black, so all the levels go back down to 0, 0, 0. And the background color, well, depending on how you prefer to be, you can set that as your chosen one. So let's just see if we can get a yellow type of background. Okay, that's quite good. It tends to default as Arial, so you might want to choose Verdana or something that you find suitable. Trebuchet, for example, might be quite good. And you can make it bold and italic as well if you wanted to. Some useful options down here. This one's quite good. Letters before completion. So what I was doing there, I was just typing in one letter and it was immediately sort of giving word prediction. But it might be that if you want to make it more accurate, you maybe set this to maybe 2 words. So it's 2 letters that you have to type in before it predicts. And the benefit of that is that you might have more accurate words in the list rather than just randomly typing a word and it predicts where it might be. So I'll just put that back to 0 just now, just to show you. Okay, so here we go. So we've changed that background color. So now as I type, let's see, as I type, words appear, and now in the list I can see it's F3. So if I press on the F3 button, okay, there it goes, it's into the list. I can press spacebar to continue in. That's probably not so good at shorter words, but much better at longer words. So if you may be doing writing with more complex words, it's very good for that, particularly if you're unsure what those words are. In the list, F1. List, let's get that again, F1. Have a habit of hitting number 1 instead of F1 sometimes in the list. So words, F1. So as I type, words appear in the list, so words can be written. Let's get back to that. What have I got there? Written. And of course you can move it about. If it's like it is just now, it's covering the words, I can just remove that and place it, and there's the one I was telling you about. You can increase and make that smaller as you want. Okay, so that's quite good. What if you maybe wanted to have you're doing different subjects? Okay, you just don't want to be taking it from that general lexicon. Well, what we can do is, here I've got some words here, some word lists. If I maybe just bring into view, hopefully you can, if I minimize Word for just now and bring those word lists into view. So these are words I've maybe copied from into a notepad, into from Wikipedia or some other source, and for example the Kelpies. Now this is kind of words that the Kelpies, for example, that just wouldn't appear in that dictionary, the default dictionary, the Kelpies, that type of thing. So in order for it to be recognized by Dicom, you have to change that text. So if I'm just right clicking in there, so I've saved that file as a text file, but I want to just rename it, and instead of calling txt, I want to give it the extension is the okay, so DIC for dictionary. Okay, it might say you come unstable, that's fine. Let's just go through all them. Rename, let's change that extension again and call it DIC. Okay, let's just get rid of that for just now, we don't need that. Say yes, and the same for the text. So let's rename and DIC for dictionary, DIC. Okay, close that one down and say yes. Okay, so now if I take those there, okay, I'm going to copy them. Okay, copy, and I'll close that down, and let's bring up from the system tray. Let's go into that system tray, right click, dictionary management, import. Okay, I'm just going to paste those ones in now. So now we've got much more. Okay, so let's try the Kelpies. Let's add that into the dictionary, dictionary imported, enclose. Let's bring up Word, and let's now write, let's get rid of that, and let's write about the Kelpies. So the Kelpies. Okay, and there it is. So that's pretty good. Okay, I'm always forgetting to hit that. So that's something, if you're like me, you need to hit that F1 key to put it in. Okay, is structure. Okay, F1 and F1. It's F3 actually, F2, and so forth. Okay, so that's it. I think that's might be quite useful. That you can create lexicons for specific subjects, especially if you're doing a subject like sociology and you're struggling with words such as Marxism, bourgeois, these types of things. You can get those words in without too much difficulty. Okay, so that's Dicom. Again, just from the system tray menu, let's right click into there, and if I want to quit, I'll quit from there. Okay, so I'll just quit this now. Okay, thanks for watching.